Now, how about my legal protection? Well, federal law allows students to be forced into arbitration. But the way it is set up currently, the financial incentive for arbitrators makes impartiality impossible. An arbitrator has a lot of money to lose if she or he rules in favor of the student. See, arbitrators get paid thousands of dollars per case. If an arbitrator rules in favor of an institution, then the institution will continue to pick that arbitrator and bring more cases to him or her for years to come. Whereas a student will only bring one case to that arbitrator. In my case, hard copies of all my academic records were presented to the arbitrator. In cross-examination, my attorney asked Toro's dean if the score shown on my scorecard for the course I was accused of having failed was in fact passing. The dean answered yes. Shouldn't that have been the end of the case and I should be practicing medicine? Well, unfortunately, no. Because despite that, the arbitrator wrote in her decision that I failed that course. She wrote that despite the fact that I maintained through the whole process that I had not failed. My records showed that I had not failed. The dean confirmed that I had not failed, but the arbitrator wrote in her decision that I had failed. Additionally, the records of the 4 non-Black students who failed 4 out of 7 courses were presented to the arbitrator. In cross-examination, the Dean of Academics confirmed that those students were granted the appeals process and that they were not required to take the assessment exam in order to continue their studies. That those students graduated from Toro and are practicing physicians. For me, however, Toro denied the appeal and required me to pass a comprehensive 4-hour, 200-question exam. Toro wrote that it was looking for finality to the matter should I fail to score at least 475 points. I took the exam and passed with a score of 545 points. Toro's reaction to my passing grade was not positive. The dean, without any evidence, accused me of cheating. I had never been accused of cheating on anything my whole entire time at the school. After seeing that I didn't cheat, Toro conditioned my continuation of my studies on me retaking all the courses I had already passed in the entire year and pay another $80,000 in tuition. All that to make up for an alleged 15th of a point for which the dean would not allow a review. Despite that fact, the arbitrator wrote in her decision that Toro did not treat me differently. Forcing arbitration onto students is in fact stripping away our chances to a fair hearing. It takes legal protection from students in extreme student debt. In my case, the arbitrator acted as if my evidence didn't exist. Furthermore, the arbitrator wrote that Toro must assure to society that the student possesses all the knowledge and skills that are required by his chosen discipline. So let me understand this. The arbitrator is saying that the students who failed 4 courses out of 7 and failed the board assessment exam 6 times possess the knowledge and skills to be physicians. But I, who did not fail and passed the board exam in half the tries, don't have the knowledge and skills. Minorities having to be twice as good is racism. The arbitrator wrote in her decision that I was dismissed based on my poor performance. But what does that really mean? If passing is between 70 and 100, me scoring 70 is passing. Why am I held to a higher standard? Is the 70% passing score just for whites? I refuse this racist double standard, especially when I'm paying hundreds of thousands of dollars in tuition. Additionally, the arbitrator wrote that my struggles through medical school were well documented. Well, why can white students struggle, fail 4 courses out of 7, and be physicians? But then there is a much higher standard for me. The pressure of double standard is a constant psychological burden. We're asked to live with the burden of living up to an unrealistic stereotype. We all deserve to be treated equally.